Following the battle at Kyodero, a number of renegade Altarak soldiers were captured. A crew of Altarak sailors were also caught assisting the Horde during the battle and have been placed under close guard. Under the edict of Lord Lothar, you are to restrain the prisoners until they can be escorted to the capital of Lordaeron for interrogation.
Okay, this time I know that I don't have to worry about these guys. All I have to worry is about these guys. Specifically, I need to get naval technology, and this, while this isn't enough gold to get me where I need to do, there is another gold mine up here. Which we discovered last time, just as the game was ending. Hello, Vic. Zug zug. Well, that's with orcs. Zug zug. That's one thing I didn't show off for the younger generation, that each one of them has funny lines if you keep clicking on them.
Okay.
And this time, the first thing that's getting up is a barracks, because I need to get a reasonable amount of forces, because those attacks will be relentless.
Hello, yes, me lord.
Said, where is the closest forest?
Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. Okay. Alright.
There it is.
Alright.
Okay. Hope you had a good day, William. Or Vic. Sorry.
Ready to go.
And immediately we have
Yes, me lord.
the chance of upgrading this, but of course we won't do that right now. Need to get resources as fast as possible, need to get naval forces as fast as possible, and waste minimum amount of resources to get everything to where it needs to be. Technically speaking, I don't really need to upgrade this into keep,
Ready to serve.
but I should.
Hello. Alright. What do you like?
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those days when you don't feel like you did any work, but
Yes, me lord.
then you get to fix that the next day at work. You should never kill yourself for work. That's my motto. Well, I say that, but I usually work way too hard. Which is ironic because I'm a lazy person, to be honest. I don't really have much motivation to work normally, but something that was ingrained to me by my father: if you're gonna do something, try to do your best about it. So,
Okay.
even though I don't have to, I tend to overwork myself. Okay, I think I have enough workers.
I come to serve.
Now, I could build some towers. I'm trying to make a little pro-con calculation in my head how much it's worth it. Well, that's good. If you don't feel that exhausted anymore, then that's at least a bonus in that regard. I don't really want to waste money waiting for this keep to be
Yes, me lord.
built up as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay.
I
Alright.
do want to get my
Alright.
shipyard
Okay.
started.
Okay. Okay.
If I remember, there was a splotch of oil somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. That's enough for a keep, so I can get a scout going. Yeah, I was just saying a moment ago that there is a gold mine up here that we discovered during the last stream that I had no idea was there, because I don't remember how I beat this mission years and years ago. But considering that I'm playing games much more carefully now than I did when I was younger, I can't imagine that I knew about that before. I probably tried my best to get those guys eliminated.
Awaiting orders. Work completed.
What I need to work on as fast as possible is Navy. Navy has to go up, like, right away.
Charge down. Lord, right now. Alright.
Okay, I think that's enough troops to keep me well off, all things considered. I think it's 21,000 gold that's in the upper gold mine, so the 30 something should be enough.
Skipper?
Ah, there it is. Got it. Well, hopefully, yeah, we should be able to finish it, because if I'm not mistaken, and I could be,
Yes.
I think there are only 2 missions left.
Yes, me lord.
I think. I could be wrong, but I think there are only 2 missions left. So, hopefully, if I don't mess up, we could be done with this today. It's a possibility.
Charge down. What right now? What is it?
Foundry needs to go up
Right now.
so I can get not juggernauts, battleships as soon as possible.
Captain on the bridge.
There's the first transport.
Move out. By your command. For the Alliance. By your command. Yes.
There we go.
Move out.
Attack sorted.
Yes.
Aye, Captain.
It's possible that it's 3. If it's 3, then it's if it's 3 missions,
Captain on the bridge.
yeah, you might be right. Actually, it might be 3.
Charge down.
I'm not really sure.
Hello.
Captain on the
now.
bridge. Set sail.
Okay, I need to get as much oil out as possible. Not enough lumber. And I need a scout. Perfect. Get that up. We're gonna be, we should be good on lumber, at least for what we need to do. Let's uncover that gold mine. I'm aiming to end the campaign today, but there comes the
Move
attack.
out. By your command. By your command. Move out.
Charge down.
For the Alliance.
We are under attack.
Move out.
It all depends on how the missions go, because if I do well, then we will probably be finishing today, but if I'm not doing well, then yeah, it'll be in the next stream then. It doesn't matter because we still have to do the expansion campaign, so regardless of how it goes today,
Aye, Captain.
we still have plenty of the game to go through, specifically with the expansion
Okay.
campaign. I don't know how many missions are in the expansion campaign. I seem to remember there are a few, but I don't remember really. Okay, I think I didn't trigger the AI yet, but there goes the
For the Alliance. For the
there
Alliance.
goes the
Move out.
transport.
Move out. For the Alliance. By your
Charge
command.
down.
For the Alliance. By your command. By your command.
There we go.
Yes.
Next attack's probably gonna be from
Move
the
out.
north.
For the Alliance.
Set sail.
Work completed.
Well, yeah, I stream the maximum of 3 hours anyway because I have to go to bed because I also work. So yeah, my streams are always around 3 hours long, and I try to do as most I can. Oh, I actually lost one of the wood choppers. And there goes the gold mine.
Captain on the bridge.
Look, yes, my lord.
There's 25,000 in there. That should be enough. Why are you doing this, guys? You go over there.
Hello, yes, my lord. Hello, yes, my lord.
Okay, so I need to prepare a force that can deal with
Aye, aye, sir.
these guys. There goes a transport ship.
Your Eminence.
The eye does seem to be going up and down, up and
Move out by
down.
your command.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
Yeah,
Aye,
but
aye, sir.
a battleship will not hit it.
Consulted one. Yes, for the Alliance. For the Alliance, your command. Move out by your command.
To be honest with you, my eventual goal with streaming is to be able to actually stream, if not full day, at least like 5 hours, or at least a couple of hours every day. But right now that's just not feasible.
Captain on the bridge.
Hopefully one day, but right now that's just a pipe dream. I would technically have the time. Oh, there we go, I triggered them. Now they're gonna go attacking. And I would like them to attack
Set
individually,
sail away. Aye, aye, sir.
because I got bigger defense than them. Well, I have a
Set
bigger
sail.
attack than
Aye,
they do.
Captain. Captain
Oh.
on the bridge.
Oh, I should have had a catapult ready.
Set sail, skipper. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain.
Let's get the defenses up.
Aye, Captain. Underway.
There,
Underway.
he doesn't have any.
Aye, Captain. We are under attack.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Do it
Aye,
slowly.
aye, sir. Underway.
Oh,
My sovereign, your commands. For the Alliance. Move out. For the Alliance, by your command.
Set sail away. Aye, Captain.
Your wish. Move
are you
out.
having difficulties landing,
For the
my friend?
Alliance. Move out. Move out. Yes, move out. By your command.
Okay.
Skipper.
Well, like I said, it is the end goal, the end dream of what I'm doing here, because I do want to, if possible, one day do this as a job, but honestly I don't see that happening anytime soon. And you know, when you have a family, you do have to make sure that you have a bread and butter you can
Yes.
earn every day. So for right now, I simply record and I stream as much as I can,
Captain on the waiting
and then one day, if God's will it,
Aye, aye, sir.
I might be able to. Yeah, well, wait, but if you approach it like you would a proper job, then you would be able to do that anyway.
Skipper.
Oh, yeah,
Set
that's
sail.
another
Set sail.
guy. I think 5 ships should be enough. I'm gonna make a test attack and see if I can just get
Aye, aye, sir.
through with them.
My lord. Yes, my lord.
Where are you gonna land?
At your service.
Oh, more people attacking this time. Oh, that isn't good. I was surprised by the size of that attack. And we're out of oil there. I was surprised by the size of that attack.
I come to serve.
Aye, Captain.
I think it's time for me to start wrecking stuff. I'm gonna lose a few peons, but I do have the goal to recover. Although this was a fail on my part, I didn't expect them to have this many troops this time.
Set sail. Aye, Captain.
I come to
Yeah, I should not leave these guys unattended. Okay,
Aye, Captain. Underway. Skipper. Aye, aye, sir. Underway. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Underway. Aye, aye, sir.
okay.
Aye, aye, sir. Under attack. Aye, Captain.
Yeah, I'm under attack. This building has plenty of hit points, it can survive.
Under attack. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Underway.
I come to serve.
Set sail. Aye, aye, sir. Set sail. Aye, Captain. Set sail. Aye, aye, sir. Set sail. Aye, Captain. Skip underway. Aye, aye,
Oh,
aye.
get out of the range.
Aye, Captain.
There we go. Oh, I'm actually gonna lose this.
Yes.
I forgot to look at my...
Your opinions. Exalted will out.
Almost botched that completely, but that's okay.
Awaiting orders.
We just need to get this last transport ship sunk, and that's it. This is no longer a threat. How much gold we have? 16,000 and 11,000 mined. That should be more than enough.
Alright.
That should be more than enough. Of course, I have to now invest some gold into getting some peons back.
Skipper.
Ready to
Underway.
serve.
But this is already a much better start than last time. I will need to get some more oil.
Aye, Captain. We are under attack. Set
Oh,
sail. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
there we go. That will keep the enemy from doing anything. Not that I really even need to worry about them. Although I would pretty much like to keep my battleships alive,
Aye, Captain.
since I need to get this thing cleared out.
Aye, aye, underway.
There are a couple of towers there. You are correct, the footmen would have been better in that situation up to a point. The reason I went with archer is because they're quicker to build,
Yes, me lord.
and all of the enemy forces were already wounded. If I was quicker thinking, I could have just told all the peons to attack,
Yes,
because
Lord.
peons can attack, they don't attack for much, but for a grunt or two, they would have wounded him much easier. Although, I shouldn't be building these guys anymore, because I need to invest into some knights. These guys are no longer a threat, they have no more transport ships. Do I have a scout? What happened to my scout? Did my scout survive? Yes, he did. Perfect. So now I need to invest into forces to deal with these guys. Now this part is easy to clear up. We're going to use battleships for that. I'm immediately going to make a transport just not to forget about it.
Yes.
You fixed it enough. You don't have to keep fixing
My
it.
sovereign. Move out. Yes.
Now I will need both a stable and a...
Captain on the bridge.
do I need a blacksmith? Do I really need a blacksmith? No, I don't. They're level 1. I don't want to waste any unnecessary money.
Yes. Okay. Right. Okay.
I don't want to waste any unnecessary money. Yeah, Wick, that's pretty much my opinion about it as well. Until it can become anything else, it is just a hobby.
Yes.
I primarily do this for fun. I don't actually expect to make it big. I enjoy games. I wanna have fun with other people who enjoy games, and I have a set mission in mind for my streaming, which is very simple, really. Just games. No politics, no religion, no BS. Just new games, old games, and just enjoy them, and that's pretty much it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Very simple, very straightforward.
Underway. Aye, aye, sir. Attack.
Yeah, I knew there was a catapult there. I knew there was a catapult there. Come closer. Come closer. Yes, that's what I want you to do.
Underway.
Because you're gonna miss when you're on the move.
Aye, Captain. Aye,
Perfect.
Captain. Underway. Aye, Captain.
Now I'm gonna... Now this is a risk, because they probably have more. I think they have more. Are there more catapults here? There are no more catapults here, just these ogres. And they're not ogre magi, they're just ogres. So I just need to get some knights and some archers there, which is more than doable. That's more than doable. So, you are correct, normally I would need to scout. If this was my first time playing this mission, then I would scout everything. But if you remember last time when we played this and failed, we scouted out, and everything is just cannon towers all the way to the end. And I'm wondering if there's a better way of dealing with those towers. I mean, one way of dealing with them is just to avoid them. Entirely, but there is always one that's on the edge. So I'm gonna see if there's a way to just destroy the minimum number needed. Although I probably will have enough gold to just build as many ships as I need to get this thing through. I'm more curious that they actually built a scout. Yeah, so there's towers. Important thing is that they don't actually have an AI that's going to be building anything. That AI was designed to just attack me all the time, so that one won't be doing anything anymore. And these guys are... Well, I just need to get a transport ship over there. So I need to build a shipyard here, then a couple of ships to deal with the towers. And that's it. At the moment I can get enough of those towers out of the way, I win. How many people are there? Ooh, I will need to have at least 2 transport ships, or one that can survive 2 trips. Interesting. Well, there is oil, at the very least, so that's not a problem.
Skipper. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
Do I want to invest in another transport ship? Kinda do, kinda have to. There is another gold mine here, so I don't have to worry about gold. I just need to create a force which won't be defeated easily. So I might be good, it might be good to invest into a few of the upgrades. And of course knights, there is no point charging ogres with runs. That would be just suicide.
Underway, Cap. Underway.
You... Ah, come on, shoot. Get out of the way. I don't think there's anything noteworthy here. There isn't.
Work complete.
Another interesting thing is, if you somehow cheated, for example, if you used cheats to get the orc units, you can cheese this. You can use Sapper to break this mountain and this mountain. It works with cheats. I tried it. Of course, that's cheating, so we won't be doing that, but it is possible, it can be done. There is a good reason why it's possible as well. And the reason is actually quite simple if you think about it. All of the maps in the campaign were built with a proprietary map maker for this game. And that map maker
Aye, Captain.
exists
Underway.
outside of the game, and you can use it to create your custom missions. That's how you make multiplayer maps. This is from the golden age of gaming, where pretty much every game gave you the editor
I
tool.
come to serve.
I miss those days. Do you remember those days when every game came with its editor tool? Unreal Tournament came with an editor tool. Quake came with an editor tool. You could edit the games you play. You can make your own maps, your own mod
I come
packs.
to serve.
Okay.
We lost some things in gaming that we aren't gonna get back. Yeah, there are a few scripts that the editor couldn't do, but I might be wrong because I know it was part of the Warcraft 3,
For the
but
Alliance.
I think there was also a tool to edit the scripting that allowed you to edit the scripting of the game as well. I could be wrong because I know that it's part of Warcraft 3. I don't know if it was part of Warcraft 2. So you could even edit those files. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6 knights and 6 archers should be enough.
Lord.
And then I have access to this gold mine and I just invest this into juggernaut ships. Into transport ships.
I come to serve.
Yeah, I think you are correct. The editor for Warcraft 2 was purely for multiplayer. And it was so I mean, it is. It's packed with this game. You can still use it, and I think that's one of the reasons why Warcraft was always so popular, because it was so user-friendly. It was so easy to use on every aspect.
Okay.
I come to serve. Your wish? For the Alliance. Exalted One?
Pack you guys in here. Yeah, you're correct. Custom win conditions like a circle of power. You could lay down a circle of power, but you couldn't script it. At least without the script editor. I think that there was a script editor made for the game at some point, but I'm really not sure. I'm gonna probably check after I'm finished with the game for today, because I'm curious now. I think level 3 is enough. It's not like they are upgrading anything. They're all level 1. This mission is more about resource management than anything else. How not to spend too much money in order to have enough. See, I'm out of... well, I'm almost out of lumber. There is another forest here.
Your Majesty.
Well, let's make 2 more and that's gonna be enough. Yeah, when you play this mission and realize there's a gold mine here, it's not that difficult. Also, I'm perfectly aware I would get more of a yield if I built a refinery here,
Hello.
but there's no point.
Wish me, Lord.
I have 10,000, I have enough for 10 juggernauts and I'm gonna need 3, so it's fine.
Sire.
And yes, I'm gonna use that grunt. Warcraft 3 editor was absolutely marvelous. With Warcraft 3 editor you could do magical things. That's why there were so many custom campaigns and custom mods. That's how Dota was born. Dota was a Warcraft 3 mod that was completely made with that editor.
In your name.
Completely without any assistance from any outside program. Just Warcraft 3 editor. Save,
Aye, Captain.
because they can be silly.
Aye, aye, sir.
All of the Dota and all of its clones, they're all based on a Warcraft 3 mod. Although that mod itself is based on a gameplay mode from an old PS1 game called Future Cup LAPD.
Aye, Captain. Underway. Set sail. Underway.
I thought I unloaded the wrong ship, but I didn't. Perfect.
Exalted One? Move out. Your
Ah,
For
yes.
the Alliance.
I'm gonna need a catapult, or a ballista in any case. That's one thing I forgot.
Exalted One?
but that's okay. So we have secured the gold. So now
Aye,
I
aye,
just
sir.
need to get...
Underway.
Yeah, a Future Cup looked very basic, but it's a game... It's I think it was 1999 when it was made for PlayStation 1. However, Future Cup LAPD was incredibly advanced.
Yes, me lord.
It was incredibly advanced for what you could do with it. Okay, so
Hello.
you guys
Right
lumber,
now.
and you guys into the ship.
Okay.
Future Cup was incredibly advanced for its age. I mean, when I said that the Dota mod was based on a mod from the game mode from Future Cup, I'm not kidding. The entire concept of having mobs going from your base to their base and towers in between, with a hero unit, your main character, fighting the enemy hero unit, which levels up, that's verbatim taken from Future Cup. All of that, and I'll be honest with you, because of what you could do in Future Cup, I think that version is more advanced, because you could build additional bases like outposts in Future Cup, and you could also do like super units and stuff. I mean, you can do that in Dota as well, but it's not the same thing. Future Cup was incredibly advanced for what it was not just advanced game, it was an advanced concept of a game. So yeah, it didn't look very pretty, but it was an amazing game, and Dota owes its existence to it, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if the creator of Dota intended to copy it, or if he was inspired of it, or if he even ever heard of it.
Okay.
But regardless if it was intentional or an accident,
Lord.
Dota is essentially the Precinct Assault mode from Future Cup, almost completely.
Your Majesty, for the king.
And considering how many similarities it has, I would not think that it's accidental. Well, I haven't heard of a custom map from StarCraft that was the origins for Dota, but even if it was, I would just say, well, then that map was inspiration, because the Precinct Assault mode from Future Cup essentially is Dota. Every concept that Dota has was made in Precinct Assault in Future Cup. You have the two bases,
Alright.
the AI and yourself, mobs that you send to the enemy base. You win by getting your own mobs into the enemy base, towers in between. Difference being, in the Precinct Assault you could actually conquer those towers and use them against the enemy, and they would infinitely respawn, so you can do that.
Hello. Yes, me lord, yes. Alright.
You could make like small outposts. There was even like a jungle mechanic, although it wasn't, of course, a jungle. It was simply you being able to go to a side part of the map to get extra points or extra weapons, the super version of the weapons. Even the layout, there are 3 lanes that the mobs will be taking, either the left, center, or right. So in every aspect, the Precinct Assault mode from Future Cup, it's Dota. It's Dota in every way.
Captain on the bridge.
So if it was inspired, if Dota was inspired by a StarCraft map, the Aeon of Strife that you mentioned, I would just say that Aeon of Strife was inspired then by Precinct Assault in return. So one of these, whichever map you want to look at, maybe there was a Dota-like map in Warcraft 2, although I doubt it. The AI wasn't flexible enough. But yeah, everything that Dota was done, in some ways better, in Precinct Assault in Future Cup. Which is really weird to say, because Future Cup is a futuristic mech combat, and Dota is, well, back then there weren't no hero-based games like that. The closest you had to a hero-based game were the CRPGs. So that was something new. And the most awesome thing about the Precinct Assault is that you would, as you progressed, each level of the Precinct Assault would have an enemy AI that got stronger and stronger every single time. I don't like your pathfinding. Hello, Jiffy. Yeah, Zug. What is being fired, and who is firing at you? I only need to destroy the towers enough for the transport ships to pass, and I think this will be simple enough. Yeah, this will be, yeah, this is pretty much it. We won. I just need to clean everything up. The random number generator seems to be a bit off. Sometimes it takes all three of them to wreck the tower, and sometimes one shot from two of them is enough. Ready to work.
Underway. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir.
Also, because of the tiles, the range of this thing is not exactly predictable. This time it's 3 shots. Last time it was 2 shots.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Again, 2 shots.
Aye, aye, sir. We are under attack. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir.
I don't know why you had to park yourself on the coast to hit it this time around.
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Underway.
How many are left?
Aye,
Yeah,
aye,
this
sir.
will be more than enough. I could even ignore the last 2 towers. The transport ship, as we
Underway.
learned in the previous mission, actually
Aye,
moves
Captain.
faster than the towers.
Underway. Underway.
Yeah, they can do anywhere between 50 to 140.
Aye, aye, sir.
But here's something you might have not known. The random number generator isn't
Aye, Captain.
all that random. So the way that random number generators work is they have a table.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, come on.
Aye, Captain.
They have a table of all possible combinations of damage that they can deal
Aye, Captain.
for a damage purpose.
Aye, Captain.
And which number you're gonna roll depends on the
Underway,
random
aye,
number
sir.
generator
Underway.
seed.
Aye,
So
Captain.
there is a
Underway,
seed,
aye,
and
sir.
if you figure out what the seed is, you can even exploit it. Actually, I'm gonna sink one of you.
Aye, aye, sir.
In the end, we had more money than we ever needed. It didn't go this nicely last time. So, like I was saying, that random number generator seed determines
Aye, aye, Captain.
which amount of damage it's going to be selected for the next shot based on that table.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
So even though
Aye,
this
Captain.
says anywhere between 50 and 150 or 50 and 140,
Aye, aye, sir.
the numbers are not actually in the range, it's the whatever is in that table. So if they had only like 4 or 5 damages listed in the table,
Aye, aye, sir.
it will never go
Aye, aye,
anything
sir.
apart from what's
Aye,
in
Captain.
that spreadsheet. One of the most famous examples of this is the BFG from original Doom. Original BFG, if my memory serves, the maximum potential damage based on all the tracers and the impact damage from the ball is, I think, 3,800 damage. But the highest damage that you can actually do with the BFG is 2,500 and something, because that maximum number of damage is not in the RNG table, so it can't actually be done. You can't actually do it. So you will never get so lucky to get the maximum amount of damage from the BFG.
Your orders.
Well, the maximum number of potential damage. These are like this. So RNG is it's nice that you get attack values and defense values, but because it's so unpredictable, who was firing at what? Oh, they're firing at the scout. You only get a couple of values. That's why you could see that. That's why it was so reliably either 2 shots or 3 shots. It was never 4 shots. It was never 4 shots or 5 shots, and potentially the battleship can do less damage.
Underway. Aye, aye, sir.
So if it's between a 50, it potentially could only deal 50 damage, and a tower has enough hit points for, I think, 3 or 4 shots. 150, yeah, so 3 shots.
Underway. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
RNGs are quite fascinating when you think about it, because
Aye, Captain.
you're considering, well, it's a randomly it's a randomly picked number by a computer.
Okay.
But then you think about it. How do you get computer to act randomly? Because computer doesn't understand the concept of random. A computer
As you wish.
is all about predetermined outcomes. It's all about equations. It's all about numbers. So how do you get the computer to
Aye, aye, sir.
pick randomly?
Aye,
Well, you give it a list of priorities and criteria, and then you base them around something that's outside of its control, like the time of day, date, and so on.
Aye, Captain. Aye, underway.
This is something that was present always in Pokemon games, and there are even walkthroughs that show you how you can take advantage of the RNG in Pokemon games.
Yes, sire.
Because Pokemon games, the encounter rate is down to an RNG seed, which is based on, at least on Game Boy, which is tied into your what time of day it is. There we go. And with that we end the lecture on random number generation. Will you let me pass the mission, please? Oh, hold on. Did I not do something? Build transport 4 ultra traders to the circle. Oh, there has to be 4 of them in the circle.
Yes, I can. Okay, yes, okay.
Does that please you? Thank you.